Alright, so here we are with a brand new walkthrough. This is kind of a mix of a brand new walkthrough and a test. This is the amazing Oculus game called Into the Radius. There's a 2.2 version coming out. This is 2.1.5. So we'll be talking about any updates that come out for that. Mainly I just want to record a video of me playing through the game. This is going to be my second run through, but I didn't get very far in the first one. Kind of chickened out, heading too deep into the wilderness, if you will. So I'm going to play this game with no saved games except the auto saves that kick off, and then yeah, we'll see where it goes. I'm going to kind of push into the deep part of the game towards the end game and get myself in all kinds of danger. I will probably die a lot, and I'm going to edit video to skip ahead parts that are mundane. So I'll start off with showing the game off, some of the inventory stuff, some of the basic equipment, and as we get new equipment I'll show that off, but otherwise I'll probably skip the everyday mundane stuff of just organizing stuff inside the room that you get to sleep in and to store your gear, and selling stuff. It's, unless some big stash of stuff comes out, it's kind of interesting to see the amount of money or something like that. This game essentially is a PC game that pipes itself to the headset. So essentially my headset is on the Wi-Fi, and through the Wi-Fi I have a program called Virtual Desktop. And Virtual Desktop takes my PC and broadcasts the game over the Wi-Fi to the headset. So everything that's being processed is what you're seeing, all the movements, all the processing of the game is running from my PC. The reason that's important is every now and again there might be some hesitation, couple skips here and there kind of thing. But for the most part, hopefully I've tweaked the settings enough. Seems to be pretty smooth right now. I'm not trying not to be too jerky, because I know some people who may see this might get a little, wow, that's pretty awesome with the stones around it. The floating car right there. You know, I hope that guy's insured. So we're going to do a new game. So we want to restore health. Show the map. We want to be able to see it so I can show you guys on the map where I'm at. I don't care about tracer bullets. Shot tip's kind of nice, especially if you're seeing this game for the first time. We'll reduce down enemy perception a little bit because on normal they get a little crazy, and we'll just lose our backpack full of stuff. I'm going to skip the tutorial because it's not that interesting. I can show you everything the tutorial shows you. And yeah, I'm not going to save, so I'm not going to bother activating that. So we're going to pick this second profile because that's my other game. I'm doing pretty well there, but again, I never got past the opening map.
Oh, you can hear me. I kept trying to speak to others, but they couldn't, and help me, please. That wasn't really me, just an image. I'm trapped somewhere terrible. I can project myself into the minds of people here, though. Their dreams or something. I tried to get the others to hear me too, but they never do. I'd almost given up, but then you heard me. Oh, please, help me. Oh, but you're lost too. I've seen this before. You don't remember anything, do you? People here tend to forget things and wander around confused. Then it gets worse. But you're alive! We need to make sure you stay that way. This is no place for the living. Go into the fog. See what's out there. Your memories will guide you. Now that we've made this connection, I can find you anywhere. And when you're ready, you'll come find me? The real me? I'm so sick of this place, whatever it is. My name's Katya, by the way. I'm so glad I found you. Finally, I'm not alone.
All right. Now I should jump to the next sequence here, but yeah, well, now we're in the fog. So this is essentially the first time coming into the game, so it's gonna, hopefully you can see that guide right there. It's basically like move forward. That's I'm gonna call him Tommy the Turret. I've used that joke before, but I like Tommy the Turret. So basically, moving forward, I got 2 controllers I'm holding in my actual hands, and basically I've got toggles like a controller you find on Xbox or any kind of thing. Any kind of that thing.
Stop. Authorized personnel only. Raise your hands above your head for identification.
Or she bullshit.
Greetings, Explorer. This message is to remind you that you are the human PSC field officer aiding our research of the
There's an
Bajor's
artifact in the
anomaly.
game that does the same thing as this. Basically, if you go into places that are like
Your
missions,
security level has been
you're allowed
reset
to
to 0
use
due
the
to
artifact basically
long-term
and leave
absence.
footsteps.
Please
That way you
proceed
can
to
find
your
yourself
room and continue
at
the
some
mission.
other point.
We are
So this is
hoping
kind of
for
like
complete cooperation.
blah blah blah. So this is basically your headquarters, your home away from home. You'll find these little notes. This one's first aid kit. Quickly restore health. Use the first aid kit. So now I'll introduce my backpack. Here, look at that. I got a whole bunch of crap in here. What's interesting about the backpack is you don't need to put stuff in the backpack. You can actually put it like this. As long as it turns green, it'll sit like that. Don't ask me why, but that's just a little flashlight. Ooh. To the dark places I must venture. I kind of put my stuff that I need to get quick access to right here on the side. So I can just, boom, grab instead of having to hunt around inside here. This is going to be filled with, hopefully, loots and all kinds of fun stuff. I collect these things just to show that I've read them or that I've collected whatever they're showing me. So in other words, right here is another medical thing. So I'm just going to put that right there next to that guy. And then we'll find more of these little notes around. There's actually more out there. But I'm just going to do the tutorial piece right here. So all you got to do is just kind of swing it over your shoulder. You can actually do this too. And it pops to your shoulder. So it's automatically on your shoulder. It's the same thing with your map. You have a little map of everything. And this is, I'll explain all this stuff later, but basically like the game wipes after 4 days in game time. And you got a global map. Hey, this is the world. This is all I've explored in the game on my last save. So I'm going to be pushing to all these other areas out here. Missions, when you have missions, they show you details here. The journal, as you pick stuff up, this actually will let you see like no records, no tapes. You find these little tapes. Sometimes the tapes are a trap. If you're out in the field and you put the tape in, sometimes it'll just blare, just insane loud music, which unfortunately attracts all these creatures. So yeah, and you can switch hands. Same thing, if you just drop it, it goes magically back into your butt. Don't ask me. That's how the developers designed it. Hey, well, place your bracelet. Bracelet? This bracelet? Oh, I guess that bracelet. This has got my watch. You can see the time of day. I have no idea what just happened. Okay. And then, yeah, you'll keep finding random stuff around. They give you pretty good supply stuff if you're real cautious with your supply. Here it gives you some brief overview. This is literally where your where your body parts are. You can eventually buy a headlamp. You got your backpack here in your back. You can actually take stuff like this knife and post it here on your shoulder, and it actually posts it up here, so you can just grab it down and you can actually put it on both sides, except when there's something already there. The little detector thing. This we'll talk about later when you get anomaly little artifacts and stuff like that. And it reveals them. And it also tells you where they are. This turns blue and then starts turning green as you move around. We'll show that later. Flashlight, you can do like this. You got little side pockets on your arms. You can put like turn it off here. Because if you turn it on and leave it on here, it will shine around and alert creatures. So you want to make sure you turn that sucker off. So you got your ammo pouches here, and you got like a bulk patch right here. So we'll take the ammo. So it's showing you like the 4 pockets and stuff. In the older version of the game, these 4 pockets were all kind of on top of each other. And the 2.0 update, they spread them out. I believe that's when they did that. I could be wrong on that one. I have a sidearm. This little pistol, he's so cute. Hey. You know, I have a bad habit of doing that. I'm going to do that a lot. There is a safety on here. So if you want to shoot it, you have to turn that safety off. I have gone into combat, safety on, and It's not pretty. Extra ammo. I like to keep my ammo down here in this little ammo pouch. Same thing again. As long as it turns green, it'll hold the box. Like, ta-da! It's like freaking weirdo magic. But we don't argue it because, you know, it is a game. I'm going to just kind of make a pile of the random stuff there. Because again, here's another one. Oh, here's some food. A little food. And a piece of paper. Just going to walk over here. Drop that sucker in there. Sometimes you got to open these little things. They're working on oh God, jeez. Words can't speak hard. The physics. They're working on the physics to make these things more reliable. Here's another detector. Why? I don't know. We already have one. And they never wear out. The same thing for this thing I'm holding. I'll explain this real quick. So when you're in the anomaly, you'll see the bubbles and stuff like that. And the bubbles, these magnetic pulses, and there's I think 4 different types. You can't always see them. So what you do with this is you hit the trigger, and it puts this little gun shell here at the top, and then you wing it, boom. And if it hits one of those anomalies, it makes them go off. So boom, wing it, and then so sometimes it's best to walk with this in this hand, this in this hand, and keep winging it. That way, if you attract attention to something, you can smoke them, but you can kind of watch your pathway. I already have one of these, so I'm just going to put that in the backpack there. Another flashlight. Probably just going to sell all this stuff. Don't really need 18 million flashlights. Although, one thing that I did see someone online do. Oh, look, another knife. Knives are nice. You only get about 10 hits or so with knives, and then they wear out. Another tutorial page. I think I saw another one here. We're going to go stick these in the corner. This is basically food. You can eat food, which we'll do once we get low on health, which is this yellow bar here. I'll explain that again. DIY repair. You have to actually repair your weaponry. You have to polish it or oil it. You have to keep some level of maintenance. There's your WD-40. It does wear out, so you can only get so many uses. I don't know, random dart. So here's food. They come in 3 different varieties. You've got the big cans, which are 10 doses. You got smaller cans, which are 5 doses. And then you have pineapple. I don't know why, but pineapple. And the pineapple is 5 doses of pineapple, which it does pretty good reviving your health. I'm just going to stack that sucker up there. Your arms do crazy things sometimes. Like if you move something around, you hit something, like you get stuck. And I've seen things get winged across the map or disappear into the graphics, and you know you're hunting around with your hand like this, because when you move your hand near stuff, it'll glow like that. And sometimes when you lose something beneath the floor or in the wall, then you have to kind of do this crazy little thing, you know, like where is it? So you're trying to hunt the thing. I'm sure it's going to happen, so we'll see plenty of that. None of this matters. It's literally for effects. You can't pick stuff up. It's a physics object. It doesn't do anything. So the workbench is where you stick your gun. And then it pops up and tells you. Now blue is great. Then there's yellow. And then there's like a rusty red color. Rusty red means every time you fire this thing, it's going to jam. The gun does start to have problems to start jamming when you start to get down in health and stuff like that. Now the gun's a little dry, but we'll use it like this because right now we have no money, so spray is going to be very important. Let's put that back in the holster. Oh, well, look at this. More stuff. Oh, another pistol. Perfect. This is an example of, no, I don't want to. This is an example of what it starts to look like. It's all rusty. Look at that. Look at all that rust. Just blah. So we're going to sell that because we need money bad. What is this? All right, so your ammo you start off with is 9x18. If anybody knows anything about ammo, they know what that means. If you don't, basically it just refers to the caliber, the diameter maybe, and the maybe I'm thinking radius. Radius, whatever. 9x18 is a smaller bullet. It's like a 380 bullet. It's like a little caliber. And if you know your classic 9mm bullet, those are 9x19. So they're a little bigger, a little beefier. We can put that here in our ammo pouch. Now we have lots of ammo to shoot lots of things. So what do we got here? So this is for the PM magazine. Okay. So the reload, you just put the mag here like this. And it does that. It's pretty cool. then I could put that there. I'll grab the next one. 8 rounds. In this game, 8 rounds is not a lot of rounds. So I'm going to do the old hand thing. I'll show you one example I was talking about with the flashlight. This area is always really dark for some reason. I don't know why they developed them that way, but sometimes I'll do this. Hold on, no, I can't move that. Try to do something like this, and boom, it lights up the area. Because otherwise you can't see this corner. I've seen people put stuff in ceilings. I'm not really sure how they do the ceiling part. Maybe I have to look that one up. But yeah, you can put it in the ceiling to shine down into dark areas. This is the computer system. All cassettes, notes with clues, you can read them again. So yeah, you could put tapes in here when you're inside here. You can't play tapes. Come on my butt. You can't play tapes here when you're here in this room, but you can play tapes here. Oh, I have $300. Hey, all right, we got some cash. There's not much else to show. Eventually, we'll be filling this shelf up with all kinds of fun stuff. In fact, let's see, do you want to keep anything? I kind of like what I got there. I'm going to sell that stuff. Sell this detector. We don't need that detector. But, yeah, so this is the room. Yeah, it's nice, you know, if you see yellow, clean that shit up. So, all right. So this room is, at the moment, I don't know if they're going to do something later in the game, it's pretty useless. This does nothing, except give you more stuff you can go sell. So, but otherwise it's pretty useless. It's just nice looks, or, you know, aesthetics here. You can actually pick up you can't open the books, which would be nice if you could, but I don't know why you would anyways, but yeah, again, you could pick up these physical objects, like, I've got graphite. I think some of the tools, yeah, you can pick them off of, now I've done it. Dad's gonna be mad because I took his tools. Screw you, Dad. All right, so, I'm gonna look around because when you first start the game, there's like hidden stuff. Ooh. Good use of the flashlight. Because you see a lot of this in the game. You see a lot of dark areas. Now, there's no creatures here, so I have nothing to worry about. But you can actually hear the radius. Yeah. So there's something. Another note. Stupid notes. I know there's some anti-smokers out there. I'm just going to show you what it looks like, because it's kind of neat thing in the game. I'm not encouraging smoking. It's stupid, but if you do it, I'm not trying to judge you. It's stupid for me. I quit it a long time ago. Not a boomer, but I'm Generation X, and being at my age, anything like this is just dumb. I don't, besides getting a out of it, I don't see any benefit really. Some people get real relaxed when they smoke. It's kind of a chill thing for them, like having a drink. That's fine. But anyways, light it up. Boom, you see the smoke coming out. Put it to your lips, and now you're smoking the cig. One thing it does do, it gives you half a bar of the yellow, which is your appetite essentially. It's like your stamina, not your stamina, but your health. You got to feed yourself as the days go on. Otherwise, you start to lose actual health, which is red, and the blue is like stamina. So like when you run, and I'm getting these mixed up. So yellow is more like stamina, and you have to eat to recharge your stamina. Blue is like just tired. It's just how tired you are. So smoking's bad, kids, but in this game, smoking is useful because it's basically eating. It's the same thing as eating. All right, holy crap. More of this stuff. Right. Yeah, it's just more like a backlight. Your watch has a backlight. It does. It's pretty cool. I can't do it with my thing in my hand. What do we got? Look, more ammo. What's this game trying to tell me here? I got a feeling I'm going to need a lot of ammo. All right. More helpful advice. So this is the tide it's talking about here. And at the top of the field. Let's turn that off. So basically, this right here, this little counter, is how many days and hours and such that the whole radius, which is that big cloud right there, And I'll show you more about that when we go out there. Essentially, the map itself, so all the maps wipe. If you're out in the radius, you get transported somewhere random. I haven't had the guts to do it yet, just kind of see where it takes me. We'll experiment with that. That's going to be horrible, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to go up here a little bit. You can run by... Oh, look at this. Another freaking detector. I don't know how many detectors we need. Most anomalies react to samples. Still some don't. Be attentive. All right. Yeah, you... Hey, come here. You kind of... Even if you play the game for a while, you still tend to be pretty high alert when you go out there. I'm just going to wave around, see if I see anything. Yeah, I didn't think I would. Because even when you've played through the same areas, the map can randomly generate... What? Okay. So it's a piece of paper that just went off over here. Something just triggered. So it's a piece of paper talking about magazines with no magazines anywhere nearby. Oh yes, they do break. Yes, they do. That was something they incorporated in the game a little more recently. I think there was a lot of people that were upset about it. I'm not thrilled about it. As a avid firearm shooter, since I was knee-high to a grasshopper, about that big, I know for a fact that it takes a long time for a magazine to degrade. Here's just talking about enemies. We'll get plenty of experience with that. I'll get that flashlight out. The game takes place, I think, somewhere in that Slavic area, somewhere in Russia. I don't think there's anything out here. It's just a yard. But there's some more of the radius. It's pretty, you actually see an actual finish, like an actual barrier to it. You can actually see the line of it. Hey, turn that off, because again, we don't want to alert enemies to our presence. Sorry if this isn't terribly interesting. This is basically the base tour. Just want to give an idea of when you start the game, you'll hear random noises like that, squeaks and breathing and all kinds of stuff. This area becomes kind of a home away from home. Everything you do, as far as missions and such, just about brings you back here for something. You have two different drawers here. You have a repair, and all you do is take your stuff and literally just go beep, and then it tells you how much it costs. This doesn't need repair, so it doesn't cost anything. Then the other one is deliveries. If you need to deliver something, no deliveries. This one pops open. You toss your stuff in, you slam it shut, boom, you get paid, depending on what the mission is and those kind of parameters. And then, speaking of getting paid, you come over here. These are all your items that you will need. Eventually, I'm going to get that right away once I get that clearance, which basically after the first missions or so, you get the clearance. That is really useful. This one's good too. This one you can actually turn on and actually clip it to yourself, and it stays pointing out. So as you move yourself around, your computer buffers on you. As you move yourself around, you have a light, and the light isn't as bright as the regular flashlight light, so enemies don't see it as far away. I don't know why there's darts and why you would spend 50 bucks on them. That's strange, but there it is. Lighters last forever. I've never had to buy one. Just sell them when I don't need them. You know, you get 15 million of them. I've never used a flare, but I've heard it's pretty impressive. The flashlight, you don't buy flashlights. You have a million of them coming your way. Every now and again, if things happen badly, you'll need to buy some healing. So then you got all your different categories. You got your food categories. It's all your cans of food. And you got energy drinks, the old Choco Bar, so that quick carb fix. A pack of cigarettes is considered food. It suppresses your appetite, I think is what they put it as. Science equipment. There's the old trusty detector. You got the camera. I've tried missions where you have to take photographs of bad guys. It's really annoying for some reason. Twice now when I've tried to do that, the bad guy, where it said the bad guy was in the ground. Like, in the ground. I'm standing in the spot, and there's nothing there. So I can't take a picture of anything. It's kind of a bug thing. So far that's been my experience. Oh man, you get grenades, and you get this thing. You get a million of these, so I would never buy one, but it lets you see at a distance. You can kind of spot some of the enemies, like mimics. Mimics have long ranges with their guns, so it's sometimes better to spot them before they spot you. Armor. Eventually you start getting the gas mask, and then eventually the helmet and the body vest, which helps you survive a little longer. But there is a weight limit to all your stuff up here. Of course, I stuck all this freaking paperwork on top of it. Okay, so here, and paper weighs, go figure. But it actually, you have a kilogram weight. I think when you get about 50, you can't even move, or barely even move. But when you start getting closer to 50, you just end up in a situation where you can't do anything. Okay, just take these out of my selling booth here. So yeah, I'll go over some of the guns and stuff. They're not important right now. I don't have any money for that. Just kind of toss this stuff in. That was $19 for free. That was kind of nice. So there's 28. We don't need these because they never wear out. Kabloosh. This gun, nice to have backup, but that is a rusty fucker right there, so we don't want that one. And I think I'm gonna keep everything else because that's really useful. So it's $82 for free. Yeah, I got plenty of ammo right now. Eventually, I'm gonna buy the suppressor. Once I get level 2, I'm gonna buy that pistol suppressor because when you fire this sucker, everything kind of comes running. You'll see. All right. So I got some food. I got a knife. I got some stuff. I've gone over the equipment. I think that's gonna do it for in here. Again, nothing in here does anything. When you start the game, we'll go out here real quick. I'll show you. I'm just gonna run out here. You can find little hidden notes. Hey, I'm not leaving you time. It's okay. Oh, here's a knife. Take it. Again, knives are useful. You can toss a knife. Let me see if I can get a good shot on this one. Holy crap, that was horrible. Oh, I don't even know where. Yeah, see, it went into the ether. It went into the nothing. Where'd it go? Is it back here? No, it's not back there. Let's try that again. I'll try an overhand throw. What the? I swear, I have no idea why it reacted that way. This is like me playing tennis. When I play tennis, wham! I just have like a baseball. There we go. I have like a baseball mindset. Let's see. Oh, that's stuck. Oh, wow! I actually hit. Not where I wanted to hit. So eventually, yeah, if you get good at knife throwing, there you go. You can damage creatures from a distance if you're caught without ammo. Don't really have any slots open, so we'll just put that away in the backpack for now. But you get caught out in the open, it's kind of nice to be able to just pop the knife up and bam, and stab them with it, or just toss it and run like hell if you need to. We'll show you what else the knife is good for. Yeah, this nothing in here. You can touch it, you can move it around, but it doesn't do anything. So right now I'm just looking for any hidden, this little PC buffering going on. Whoa, I just teleported. That's always fun. I thought there was something over there, but I guess not, besides the knives. Alright, so then here's some more tutorial. Oh, look. Another flashlight. More chuckle bars. I mean, I'm going to be a diabetic by the time I explore the radius. I don't know if that was their plan. They're like, wow, let's hype this guy up, make him all kinds of busy, and then, when he burns out and dies from sugar coma, then we'll just get another dupe in here. And they don't seem to care a lot about safety. Again, just go and turn this on so we can see in the dark, because the dark's scary. The dark is scary. I don't like the dark. Oh, there's nothing. Just pleasant little aesthetics, little turned over this and that, just letting you know that some shit went down here. Alright, so I'm going to go back. Let's see how we're doing here. Go get a mission, and then we'll go hit the radius. And I think that's going to be the next video. So we'll go pick a mission. What's cool is when you pick a mission like that, it shows you on the board, and it shows you in your butt map. Here's my butt map. It's really hard to see, so you got to kind of go like that, and you can watch your hand shake because you're got too much caffeine in your system. But I know exactly where that is because I've explored a good chunk of this map. Darts. They don't do any damage against enemies. I tried that. I never opened these up. Oh, look at that. More freaking notes. Just throw that over there. Great when you're new to the game. I don't believe there's anything useful in these drawers. And these drawers do funny stuff. Oh, got a little alcohol in there, of course. Oh, look. Jesus. I think I'll be selling this stuff before I head out because I'm going to need the room. So you get one mission to start, literally called the First Expedition. Explorer 61, hoping for successful cooperation in terms of our free will missions program. You can't leave. Free will, got it. For the residents of the PSZ, your first mission is to locate the atypical irradiation source. The task may require using a gun. That would be why I got that. All right. So I took the mission. I can abort it. I have no other missions. Kind of pointless. So, oh, and yeah, when you first start out, of course, the Michael Jackson. His name was Tommy. He pointed his gun at me. Crap, I just want to leave. See, he's following me. What is that? That is so ominous. Why is he following me? You shouldn't be pointing your gun at me. So yeah, Derpa. Oh, so I was going to show this. This is the radius, essentially. So this is like the outside world that you'll never see again, probably, based on how the game ends. I actually have never watched ending footage of the game, so I have no idea how the game ends. But there's a bar. You see that line, that vertical line. That's the radius. That's the real world. Now, the real world, for some reason, is having a cloudy day, but there'll be other days you'll come outside. What is it now? 9 o'clock in the morning. So other days you'll come outside and you'll have bright, beautiful, sunny days. You'll even hear birds chirping and stuff. It's pretty nice. So yeah, you can see, oh, okay, that's a little blue over there. But yeah, that's the ominousness of the radius, which is basically, you know, they locked all the gates so you can't go out. And they put a turret there to blast you if you try, I guess. I don't know. It's like, go into the radius or else. You were voluntold to take this mission. Oh, all right. Thanks, guys. So, into the radius we go. Doo-doo. Boom, radius. During the day, it's pretty nice. It's bright. You can clearly see what's going on around you. You'll find people that previously existed here. Usually these, see, that's an anomaly. So maybe I can show you real quick here. Watch this. See? So this shows you the end to end. So you can clearly see how big this thing is. Now, to be honest with you, I've never seen one that's interesting. To see one like right at the opening, because basically you go here, you follow this back into your base. It's the only way to get back to your base. I think in the older versions, if you headed to the radius, because it was just really one big map, now there's multiple small maps. Let me show you my butt map. So this is the little globe that you saw. So this leads to other globes, and I think if you go into the radius, into the fog that surrounds the whole area, you end up just randomly teleported somewhere else. So find the atom. So it's one of those little artifacts. So I'm going to show you some of the physics of the game, and then I'm probably do another video. Actually, let's go loot that body real quick, because these little guys almost always have, oh, first of all, hey, hello. So red means danger. Got it. And check for a round. Okay, we have a bullet in the gun. We're good to go. Hey, look, energy drink. Dude, I'm gonna steal your energy drink because you're dead, or charcoal, or whatever you want to call it. All right, I'm gonna scoot around this guy right here. I'm gonna head to this tower. They put this tower right here because there's an introductory mission up there. Teaches you a little bit about, the tutorial teaches you about climbing and ducking. You can duck by just pressing a button in the game. Some people actually like the actual ducking. If you actually duck in real life, your character actually ducks in the game. So that's kind of cool. Grab. grab carefully because you can fall if you are not careful with your grabbing. Climbs the ladder. Creatures so far in this game I've not seen them be able to climb. If anybody ever watches any of the playthroughs of this and can correct me on that. So there you go.
Attention. This is UNPSC emergency guidance recording L1-61. If you are listening to this, you are most likely suffering from one or more of the following conditions: a sense of displacement, disorientation, memory loss, ataxia, and visual auditory hallucinations. Please remain calm. You are experiencing the adverse effects of prolonged exposure to the Pechorsk radius. This recording was placed here by the UNPSC to guide affected personnel to safety. Inside this emergency cache, you will find a basic survival kit that will get you to the nearest research outpost. Enter the fog to find it.
So I'm doing this. Enter the fog. Dude. Not paying attention, apparently. So, these clips I've just picked up, magazines. I'm going to get a hit for that one. These are dirty, nasty. Look at the conditions by hitting one of the buttons. Boom. If you put this in your gun, you're going to have jams. Now, this one isn't as bad. No, that's still yellow, though. I don't trust yellow. Yellow is going to jam up your guns. You don't want your guns. You want your guns nice and blue. Shows you here the magazine in the gun, what condition it's in. Shows you all the details about the gun. I'm sure some people by now have done full write-ups with super crazy detail level of information about the different guns and what damage they do and percentiles. There are 3 types of ammo in the game and which ammo does the best for this, and because the internet is amazing. I try not to look at too much of that detail just because it seems to be a cheat. Now our mission is right there in them ruins. Right there in them ruins, don't you know? This is my little guy. Kind of cool. There's a compass. The compass always points that way, even if that isn't north. It's like that became important. So we got to go there. There are bad guys that way. So, next video.